Hey, my name's Laurent, Irish, assistant coach for the London Lions Basketball Club.
Okay, so how long have you been in the London Lions?
Hey, this is my 7th season now.
Okay.
I played 3 as a player, and this is my 4th year as a coach.
So tell us about your journey, how you got into basketball.
Hey, long time ago, Hackney, born and raised Forest Gate.
Yes.
Played my basketball in Hackney with
Right.
a basketball coach called Joe White.
Okay.
Who's my uncle.
All right.
And yeah, London Towers, junior program.
Yes.
Went off to the States, come back, and been playing professional basketball ever since.
What got you into it?
My uncle, literally, yeah. We had not too many sports people in my family. Had
Yes.
a cricketer, my stepdad, and a
Okay.
basketball player, my uncle.
Right.
So I went with my uncle. And
Did you ever get approached for the whole boxing thing? Because your height and
No,
stuff like
I
that?
didn't. Not boxing, unfortunately, even though I'm not bad with my hands. But I got better with my hands shooting the basketball. So
Okay, great.
Going to basketball.
So London Lions,
Yeah,
am I correct?
That's correct.
Talk to us about the history of London Lions.
Well, we was actually Milton King Lions, who was
Right.
my first pro club in 2002.
Right.
They stayed there for like 10 years and then moved to London in 2012, the
Right.
Olympic year.
Fantastic.
And yeah, I jumped on board. I've been on board ever since.
So what brings you to Worthing?
Zaire Taylor.
Right.
Zaire Taylor, good friend of mine.
Yes.
Played against him a few years when he was with Leicester.
Yes.
And then he come over to London in 2015.
Yes.
Teammates of mine, and yeah, we've been tight ever since.
Tell us about him as a player.
Excellent player, one of the best players I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen thousands and millions of players. And
Really?
he's one of the top players.
Really?
Sure.
So what has Worthing got in Zaire as a player, and then some?
I think it's good for Worthing. Right now, you're getting the coaching side of Zaire, where he's coming to the later side of his career.
Yep.
He's more thinking out the game
Yes.
as a coach, developing young players. So we're getting the side of he can still play and
Yes.
give out work, as you've seen, MVP,
Yes.
championships. But I think now we're going to start seeing a more mature coaching side of him. Which
Yes.
is, I'm looking forward to. I like the development. I like
Fantastic. For us at BWTN Sports, we're just venturing into basketball now
Okay.
because you know we've covered boxing to quite a high level,
Okay.
but now we're really expanding in sports and basketball with Zaire. We're looking to follow them for the whole
He'll
season.
be a good person to follow. Good
Yeah.
team to follow. 100% ex-champions. They just won the league.
Yeah.
MVP.
Tell us about that. From what you've seen, your opinion.
Oh, so obviously he left the BBL.
Yes.
Went to the Division 1.
Yes.
Everyone was like, well, why did he make that jump? Because obviously he can still play in the BBL and give out a lot of,
Yes.
give teams a lot of trouble. But a lot of people's been watching him this year playing the Division 1 level, and like we expected, most of us, he's won the championship,
Yep.
MVP of the league, and yeah, it's what we expect from Zaire Taylor.
I'm sure you've seen or may have heard of the signings that have been made.
Oh, I've been watching them.
Talk to me about the
So
signings.
this is the coaching side of Zaire that I'm talking
Right.
about. You know, it's all the players. He gets a lot of respect and love from a lot of players, and he signed some good young players, along with some veterans like Alex Awumi.
Yeah.
Some few BBL players. So I'm looking at his roster this year, and he's trying to repeat basically.
On the interview you did with me, you talked a lot about Alex Awumi. Tell me a bit more about him.
Quality player, quality person first of all.
Yep.
But definitely quality player, one at the highest level. I'm sure he's coming down here to bring some of the experience to the younger players and get a trophy in over here.
And the younger players, do you know any of the younger
I
players
do. I
besides?
met a few of them out here tonight. Zaya's got a few of them out here.
Have you seen them play before?
I've seen a few highlights. I've seen who have I seen? I've seen obviously Kevin, who played with us with the London
Yes.
Lions a few seasons ago. Good young player. I think he's going to make a lot of noise in this year, in this league this year, playing
Okay.
a lot of good quality basketball. Quick as lightning, good head, good person, good attitude. Expect
Now,
good things.
the theory would be if you were to get players from a Premiership team,
Yep.
get a whole bunch of Premiership players,
Yep.
put them in a First Division side, then would they automatically just jump into Premiership, or is that just ambitious thinking?
No, that's literally what it is. Zaya's done that. He's went and gone to the Premier, spoke to all the players he knows, got a few of them down at the club, more than a few actually. He's signed a few
Yep.
BBL players, ex-BBL players, and I expect him to do even better than he did last year.
Now, if you do that in terms of coaching and youth and development, that's great because you're bringing players in that are established or done well themselves. But what happens with the players that are at Worthing? Would they feel slightly like maybe, look, he's bringing all these big players in, look, that we're not going to get an opportunity now?
No, I think if you're a basketball player that's about winning,
Yes.
and you see the kind of players that he's bringing in, I think you jump on board and be like, look, this is another chance to get a few trophies in the cabinet. And Zaya's brought that to the table this year, and I think a lot of players should be excited about that.
So where do you expect to see Worthing this season?
I expect it to repeat. Like Zaire told me at the beginning of the year, Coach L, we're going to win the league.
Yeah.
We're going to get MVP, and he did it. So this year he was trying to repeat. defend his title. And not sure about MVP. I think he might take his foot off the pedal for MVP. But
Yep.
definitely, I can expect 1 or 2 trophies to come into work.
Brought in a new coach, a young coach.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Any thoughts about that?
He did. Yeah. Obviously, he spoke to. He knows a lot of coaches. He spoke
Yes.
to a few coaches, but I think like Zaire right now is about developing young players. He's
Yes.
got a few young players on the roster.
Yep.
And the same with coaching. He's trying to develop them and give them an opportunity.
Finally, now you've got all these new players coming in.
Yep.
How long would you expect it to take for them to all to gel to play as a team and not just individual players?
Well, good thing is a lot of the BBL players that he has brought in all know each other.
Ah.
So that's an important ingredient.
Okay.
They kind of know each other. They know how they play, their tendencies. So
Okay.
I expect them to hit the ground running and
Fantastic.
good results.
I talked about the homesickness, like some of them are from London, coming down to the coast.
Yeah.
How will they adapt for you?
It's not that far. It's not that far. It's not a big adaptment. It's only like someone like Zaire Taylor from New York City.
Yeah.
Who's down all the way down here in Worthing.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to give the guys experience and talk to them about like the stuff you got to do away from home.
Okay.
Taking care of your body, how
Yep.
you eat and stuff like that. So no, I'm sure guys from London will be
I
fine.
did say finally, but
Yeah.
this is ultimately
No.
finally, right?
Yeah.
What would be the pitfalls of a basketball player,
Yeah.
for a young basketball player, and the things about a young basketball player should? Let's talk about the pitfalls first.
Yeah. Pitfalls as far as
A basketball player in their career.
what do you mean? As far as-
Things to avoid, things not to get involved with.
Good question. Obviously, taking care of your body. I think when you're a young player, you don't need to stretch. You can eat anything you want, but before you know it, that stuff piles up. So I think as a young player, you watch them kind of things: what you eat,
Yep.
how you train,
Right.
your attitude towards elders and coaches. That
Right.
goes a long way in our league. But yeah, besides that, there shouldn't be too many pitfalls. For me.
And in terms of good traits,
Good traits, obviously, staying in the gym. Staying in the gym's a lot. I think when you play senior level and pro level, you don't you train a lot, but as far as 2-3 hours a day, so you
Yep.
get a lot of free time. So it's very important what you do with your free time. And I think a lot of traits these guys want to do is when they're not in the gym, find other things to do which is productive. Get into the community, do some coaching.
how do people follow you?
Hey, I'm Laurent Irish at Hotmail. If you want to email me.
Are you on social media?
Coach L, Twitter.
Yes.
Run a basketball academy down in East London, Reigns Basketball Academy.
Okay.
On that, and yeah, London Lions. I'm about.
Thank you so much.
No problem.